Okay, got up pretty early yesterday morning, made it out to Bayport. Thought I'd catch the sun approaching our flat Earth. You know, everybody that thinks we live on a globe thinks it's Earth spinning toward the east that causes the sun to rise and set. But I always say that it's going in a spiral pattern, just like many of us flat earthers think. It spirals out and then spirals in. Um, again, I always tell people think for yourself, but here's your eastern horizon. These are 25-minute time lapses that I was doing. You can see some of these planes coming in, heading off, and you see this light coming in pretty quick. Also see a boat coming here, way back in the backwaters, coming out. And he goes on by. Then we're going to look to the west. And unfortunately, my camera was not set quite level to the west. But it turned out pretty good anyhow. You can see some of the boats moving way out off in the distance, which is pretty cool because I can see them with my eyes. I can see stuff even further back than what my camera's actually picking up. There was boats much further back. Here's the east again. And as you notice, this moon, it will start to get to where you can't even see it. Why? Because the light drowns it out. It won't be the clouds that are going to drown it out. It will be the light, and you'll see that coming up. Also, you can start seeing these rays shooting across the sky above me. And then back to the west. Now, my camera heading to the west was slightly faster than the one heading to the east. So this one was a little bit ahead of the last video. As you can see, it lights up the entire horizon to my west. And guess what? The sun hasn't even broke the horizontal plane or the equator plane. And this is my first attempt to kind of show you the time. It was 7:19. Really hard to see this. And I think it was 7:37 was when they claim sunrise is. I just say sun approach. And here's the audio that I put with this next part. Actually, the audio was so bad on that because there was a little bit of a breeze. So it was pretty bad. I'm using my manual focus to kind of get this focus as best as possible. So I had to flip it over to manual mode real quick. You can see there it's 7:37 a.m. and it was 7:19, the time of day that it was. And here I'm changing my app to my Star Map app. Hang on a second here, we'll pull it up. And I'll show you that the sun by this hasn't even reached the horizon from the east. You can see Mars is there too, Spica, and there's the moon just above that. It's all in Virgo there. But yeah, here's the sun well below the equator line, they call that. But yet, the whole western horizon is lit up perfectly clear. So, again, anti-crepuscular rays, for me, really proves that we don't live on a ball. These lines are going diverging toward me and converging back into the eastern horizon. It's not as prevalent on this footage as some of my other footage, but I thought it was pretty cool. This was the time of the year where I was catching anti-crepuscular rays because I've been searching through some of my older footage and checking dates. And here it comes right here. You'll start seeing some of the anti-crepuscular rays. And voila. shooting all the way to the western horizon. And again, this is pretty much good proof to me. It shows that that sunlight is going all the way to the opposite horizon, from horizon to horizon. There's a couple of pictures I took to the west, and then yeah, I took one right after another, so there really wasn't much of a difference in those two pictures. Um, and then here I go back to the east again with one more time lapse, literally catching the sun. Too, look at all the clouds, everything that's there. And if there was that clouds all the way out from me to the other horizon, how in the world was that sunlight shining through all of that? On top of having to go over the big hump to the other side of the horizon. Ah, good question, huh? Yeah, they're going to say it's refraction, these Globers. They just think they got it all figured out, but they don't. They're just they're stuck in that belief system that they're never going to go anywhere. Even did you see that bird that got close? It's way bigger than any boats that are out there. So you can imagine how these boats, as far as perspective goes. And then the last part is I just want to show you where I had my camera set up. I had my B700 setting to the right there, and the P1000 setting to the left. And then I'm going to shoot it from the other direction. And you see how everything, if I would stand in a long hallway and shot, everything would diverge and converge back. Thanks a lot.